Greetings and welcome to the game called A House Inside Me. As I have heard, this is a highly psychological horror game in which many weird things can happen. And I've also been instructed that there are three endings to this game, so I have to see where my own choices will lead me to. It is a matter of choices. I'm not the protagonist itself. I'm the player making choices for the protagonist. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Ready or not? Here I. Oh, you play hide and seek with someone in the chest. No, in the wardrobe. Mama keeps her wedding dress in there. One day, well, because I'm a male, I cannot read this. I should not read weird things. I'm sorry, viewers, for your. I'm sorry for. I'm not literally sorry for the viewers that cannot hear. I cannot be. They at least see the text. So I cannot either be for those that do not see, because to do such thing is extremely complicated. They have to resort themselves to a book. So if any of you really care for them, you should transcribe my video into a book and have them to see it in it. Into a Braille book. Braille written book. What is dude this dude oh I was to say that this dude got frozen scared watch. Huh? Mama says that I shouldn't play on the bed. What the hell? Why not? I'm not sure why, but probably because you're not supposed to dirty the bed. Because the bed is the place you sleep in. What the hell? Well, some weird things happen around me apparently. Probably has to do with the totally weird persons that are weird from around my neighborhood and from within my neighborhood. It is for sure that when something weird happens, the weird persons have something to do with it. And not only the weird, but those that are known for sure to be convicts as well, they are to be, suspected at least. Suspected when in case of something weird happens. Impossible. A special, a special shout out to all the real friends. The real friend is basically a person that does not seek to do evil and bad. Any other person that has clearly done is clearly never a friend. You know what happened? any person is forced by the nature of humanity itself, by the nature of their own body, to have social contact with some other person. And a bad individual, an evil person that is obviously trying to do evil and has evil ways of going with things, is gonna be at least pretending to be best friends and really acting like being for at least two, three persons, because or one person, because otherwise that person would go into loneliness, insanity, which humanity and humans cannot handle very well. So think of it. You can say that might say that, oh, the evil person would just go at the store, but the evil person would go at the store and act with the clerk. Oh, I'm the evil person. I'm doing all the evil stuff. No, they'll go and act nice in it. They'll be like, oh, hello, what a lovely day, or blah blah blah. But you know that there's a high chance that they are extremely suspicious, suspicious, suspicious of vile acts, evil thoughts, TV, or even controlling and whatever. There are lots of bad things. To name them, I'd have to spell out probably at least 1,000 individual words without a connection in between the substantives. So I don't know, believe that if I would be able to one day have a big organization with real power on this globe, on the entire globe, then I would be able to think further in depth in some other some more no in some subjects, in some deeper focus, I can say, and with a total different tone of voice rather than the one I have now. And not that I allow anyone to influence my tone of voice. Not that the organization would change my tone of voice, but rather allow my tone of voice to be as it should be on such a serious matter. And maybe you have seen, or maybe you have not seen, my Warhammer video, in which I say I'm even asking if my 30-second intro is worthy of the blood master crown. And you should check it if your ears believe that can handle an infernal sound. But where the hell am I supposed to go over here? And why does these flowers look like some crying babies? Oh, I had to collect something. Ha ha ha, I found. What did I find? This? No, probably the petal. They're saying that's an that's an eye tilted towards the left side. Weird. Imagined. Oh, here's the door apparently. I had to find something and then to find the door. So I wasn't endlessly, how's it called? Endlessly and pointlessly roaming around in the video software app with no point. I was supposed to find the way. But something weird is happening here. It is very unsettling to know that the little children lives in here, and look at it. Some scratches on the door trying to say, come here. No, probably I'm not allowed to go over there. Sheesh, the house seems decrepit now. What happened with it? It wasn't it alright earlier? Maybe the protagonist is perceiving reality different now. that it is no longer such a small children and can actually perceive the reality differently than it was perceived at, well, a young age. But let's say in my case, it was when I was affected by something in my childhood. What the hell? Look at you. You look like you have gotten some illness, dude. What the hell is with this TikTok clock? TikTok time is running out. Why? TikTok. No, thank you. I do not want to use TikTok. I'm not using TikTok. I merely had TikTok for 1 week, but then I figured out what the hell is this because it was non-stop. Something that I believed about TikTok was not on my personal, personal, personal place. I can even say it because I'm not finding the word, but pleasure from viewing style. Even though the many dudes posts over there is like I am seeing some sort of tendency trending that I do not really like over there on TikTok. But I'm not sure what is the quest over here in this video software app. Oh, find a doll on the... No, it is not to find a doll on the couch. It is not to watch the TV. It is not to grab a book from the bookshelf and or multiple books and try to make a book fortress. So you should not do that to books, by the way, because the books are sacred tomes of evolution of your knowledge. So you should not play around with them like a fool, dude. But I'm still wondering, what the hell am I supposed to do over here? Is it with TikTok clock that I have to do something? I have to grab some water. Give me a second. Sure, the sensation of getting dried is horrible, and fortunately it is gone now. Otherwise I would have to collect rainwater. TikTok, don't tell them that I'm here. TikTok, what the hell? What the hell? Go straight and tell them that this dude is here, dude. Reach the door. There's the key! But I could have not taken it. And no. Not able to find anything anymore of this floor. So it must have been something downstairs. Yes, I just had to wonder. Hold on, have I imposed it? Have I said already that I have said with the water that oh, such horrible is the sensation of thirstiness and the sensation of getting dried. And fortunate that I have had water at hand and I was able to make it go away. You, what a feast! Minus the sweets and minus the apparent human body that lays in the middle of the table. But here is at least some turkey. I don't see any beef. That may be some vegetable cake. I see some cheesecake. Uh, Another normal cake, obviously. That is some meat pudding, I think, or some potatoes, mashed potatoes with some sauce on top. But let's, Mama Babes, prepare the dishes. What the hell, eh? Place the cutlery. She's the first to come and the last to go. Oh, he's saying about how mothers are taking care of the meal time of the entire family and how they should deserve some more credit for it. Blah blah blah. You are not allowed to go near the stove, children, because you are a children, and obviously has to be explained in a way that the children does not get angry from hearing that he is a children, because that's the main cause that would only cause something bad, and also that to prevent the sensation of to do some silly things that they're not allowed. I'm not saying that it is not a good instinct to do. I mean, it's a bad instinct to do things that you're not allowed to, obviously. But only in very extreme cases, which should and will never happen at children's age. So actually, no, children should never do any such thing as doing something that is not allowed. But instead, they can go at the parent and say if there is something connected with the thing that they would have wanted to do that is clearly not allowed, or maybe the children believe that should be allowed, so should and must go at the parent and have the talk about it. At the responsible adult, it is not any person over 18. Most persons over 18 are irresponsible bums that cannot care for even for their own selves. Therefore, they should never be asked to say something about another person's life because they do not even comprehend the 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 how the world works, like the physics, and that's how you are dropping an apple and knowing that the gravity will always take it down. And some person in such cases that I have personally encountered here around in my city cannot even tell of any much thing from the real world, and they are living like in a private bubble, like in a tribe or something like that, with primitive knowledge about existence. So no, not every person over 18 is a responsible adult. I would say that the safest choice is to ask a policeman because that's a real responsible adult. And even though there is 1 in 1,000 police officers that may not be responsible, a responsible adult, but that's a low chance to happen, an extremely low chance. So all the chances are on that the police person, maybe it could be even a police lady, the police person would be a responsible adult. Blah 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 blah. So this is the children's life, basically trying to impose a children's life. Is this after a real story? I see it's taste the wine, cuts the steak. So you had steak over here. Then I imagine this is a steak over. Oh no, never mind. The steak is the human body that is served. Dinner is served. Surely cannibals. Cannibal family. It's already horror. And what the hell happens to the table? Hair starts to grow out of it. Ugh. What the hell is that? Leave this place at once. Little children. Yes, the door is open. Leave this place at once. Oh no, where's this place? Oh, no, where's this? Maybe in the playroom. After a meal, go to play. then, from sheer exhaustion, fall asleep. But it's okay for children. Going at the circus is fun. Build a tent in my own house palm. I have used a broomstick palm to keep the cover sheet in a tent shape. Bam, bam. Now it's fun. It is extremely fun. Ta-ta-na-na, ta-na-na-na, ta-ta-ta-na, ta-na-ta, ta-na, na-na-na-na-na, ta-ta-na-na-na-na, ta-na-na-na-na-na, tu-na-na-na-na, tu-na-na-na-na-na, ta-na-na-na-na-na. What is it? This build kept. What does hurt more, a wound or the guilt? Well, considering that I am a male and that I am strong and that I am somewhat resistant to pain in the human way, not in some alien way. But the guilt is such a deeper wound when coming to humanity. Not that I have guilt when coming to that, but if I would have, that would be the most terrible pain. Dun, 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 dun. How many times you said yes to keep him from screaming? What a heli! How many times you said yes to keep him from screaming? Jeez. I was saying that as a children to like the father to avoid the fight, which is kind of weird. But I suspecting that I know exactly what happened with my life, and it was that I believe that I got hitmaned at the kindergarten when I was in the kindergarten classes. So basically, when I was like 5 or 6 years old. But obviously, I figured it out because I was already since a long time ago having strength to fight it back. But I wasn't aware of those that happened. So how could you fight something that you're not aware of? But then I figured it out, and I grew over my, let's say, childhood uh, bad bad experience. It might or not have had also involved a dog. Let's find something else over here. Totally. The elephant has grown. How much will you bet to suffocate that guy? This is a very weird question. How much will you bear before suffocate the cry? There's only two answers. Until I am the one suffocating, or until I can't hear it anymore. I guess that because I have somehow, as how you're hardening the steel, hardening myself, and that I am very, very, very hard to be emotional. Unless I kind of like allow it as how I allowed it to happen for the video in my previous videos. And probably some of the future videos as well. But other than that, until I cannot hear it anymore. It's inside the closet. What is inside the closet? Huh? In my closet, there is some stuff, but what is inside the closet that you have said, Mr. Elephant from the video software app? Oh wait, I'm supposed to move. So, that's not the way out. Okay, I'm getting tired from all this. I'm like getting real tired. And might I will not be unable to speak for some time. Unless I make a sneaky pause like this, I stay and put pause on the record, rest my mouth, and then continue here to the ta-na-na-ta-na-na-na-na-na. And that would seem like impossible to do to someone that will hear it. I'm already sensing my vocal apparatus getting tired. Vocal cording apparatus. Sheesh, where is the exit? Oh, oh, the door are miniaturized, and this door have miniaturized. And finally, someone taken care of the evil, evil-looking TikTok clock. Maybe I'll make a TikTok clock and veil Korean. I'll name it TikTok clock. And I'll have to make it horror as well. In the honor of the... Oh, you had the spider inside of your ear. What the hell? That's scary. I had like a little, not a insect. It was like a little white bubble that comes off the construction sites, like the white bubble thing, like polyester, I guess. I had one of them in my ears and I had to go as a children at the doctor, and I had a tube inserting water into my ear, and they took it out. I screamed a lot that day. And there were like many other children waiting outside, some other old humans. When they saw me, probably they heard me screaming, and after that, when they saw me walking outside crying and holding my ear, they they were probably in trouble themselves. That was extremely funny, but obviously hurt a little. Well, I'm not sure if it even hurt. I was more scared of the sensation of the water swirling around in my ear. See what is one supposed to do here? Sew that thing, the spider in the ear, and what grows here? Well, it seems that the place is rather more delicious right now than pleasant. How were you able to sleep in this place? Seems like tick-tock clock has gotten shattered to pieces. Hold on, missing again. Oh, seems that the realm of imaginations has been entered. So, have you prayed before? Prayed? No. No, 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 no. Even though religion is good because it keeps the humanity in place by adding some sort of civilization to humanity. I on my own do not believe in religion because I have sensed that it is also a thing to gain control over humans and to obviously from control get other things. What's this? They have eyes on you. Well, I am aware. I am aware that I am seen because I am a living being on earth and whoever has eyes can see a living being. Whoever has ears could potentially hear this video. Everyone is waiting for you. Celebrate. Remember to blow the candles when it ends. Oh, the other witchery that I am somewhat not really believing in, but very surely something with the bird cakes. Oh no, hold on. Now I'm thinking about it like for real. It was only just some sort of silly children's story. It is that it was told that who celebrates their uh, their birthday and adds up 1 year each year, they're actually cursing themselves to get older, and that by getting older and older and older, life gets to an end. So I was somewhat fascinated that when I first heard it, would be a subject to explore, but rather not, because life is more constrained to other things rather than some other things. But what if, because of humans celebrating birthday and human thinks of it, then what if the animals around the humans have to suffer because of the humans? What if animals in the natures were not having to age, but then the human got the notion of time and applied it with his thought upon the entire earth, and everything has a everything has an expiring term now because of it. Fascinating how things could be. Blow the candles. No, it doesn't work like this, blowing air into the screen. I need to see to do something with the... Oh, I need to move. Not sure what one is supposed to do. This part of the video software app. Roses, how to blow the candles away. It is a good question. Oh, first you stop crying. Then you're not a child. And then you were... Hold on, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. And obviously I'm just sitting in a chair right now. I heard that some other persons that play at the computer at the software application device are standing up whilst playing, like standing up on their feet. I'm not sure how that would work. Sure how that would work. Oh, what the hell? What the hell is this video software update? Is is somewhat disturbing. Ah, an earthquake. I have had to endure an earthquake as well. It was that I was with another friend and my biological brother playing at the computer. All three of us at the same computer because we had to be inventive. And then there are some games. Hold on, let me tell you one game that was used to be played. It was Lego Batman, Lego Superman, all them Lego games that you can play in the sort of split screen, but I think it's not split screen, but more of the same screen ideology. But anyways, the earthquake came. We were like, ah. I went to sit under the table because I heard. I'm not sure how old I was. Maybe 12, 13 years old. I heard that when an earthquake comes, you have to hide under the table or under the support pillars. Obviously, support pillars hard to find as a children. But anyways, I sat under the table, and then my father walked in to check on us, and when he saw that the computer everything was shaking and like that, he started to laugh. He started to laugh, and then, if I'm not wrong, then like for 10 seconds it was nothing, but then the earthquake came again, like the I'm not sure how to call it in English, but anyways, the aftermath of the earthquake came and like a stronger earthquake hit, and then my father got like concerned about it and tried to run outside towards at the window and was almost ready to jump outside because it was on the like on the ground level, so it was not that it would have been too much to jump outside. So that was extremely funny. I think it was a strong earthquake, maybe 8, something like that, 8, magnitude 8. But anyways, let's see the video software app. This whole time, this whole time, what the hell? That's the idol of mother, and back at the table, the idol of mother was on the table serving herself over there. What the hell, dude? I would rather starve than have to eat the mother. It's clear. Shadow, blah 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 blah. Some random text seems to be appearing on the screen. I'm unable to move, I guess, since you can see the keyboard overlay. The last letter. Oh, so what ending have we got? The last letter ending? Well, not sure what to say about this game. But anyways, Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had enjoyed, and I hope that this video does not get taken down because of the things I said. And I also hope that I will not have to suffer for it. And I'm also hoping that maybe there's a way to press the like and hopefully subscribe button. Thank you very much. See you next time.